Hey Gator fans, I'm Kelly Price here with Chris Harry of Florida-Gators.com, and we just witnessed a big Florida Gators win 95-63 over Auburn today in the O-Dome. They were fast out of the gate tonight. They were off to a 18-0 run in the first 10 minutes. How important was that for them to jump out in front like that?
Well, there isn't a coach on the planet that's not going to tell its team it's important to start fast, but the Gators started very fast. Actually, they turned the ball over 3 seconds into the game, and Auburn scored on a run out, on a live ball turnover. And next thing you know, Florida, they swapped a couple threes, and next thing you know, like you said, Florida went on that 18-0 run. I believe at one point it was 20-5, and Florida was just red hot from the beginning. They were shooting at one point, I want to say 12 minutes into the game, they were shooting 70% from the floor and 70% from the three-point line, and they actually built a 21-point lead at halftime and actually shot better in the second half, 60% in the second half. And then when you look at all these numbers, 56.9% for the game, 47.4% three-point line for the game. And this is like a Christmas present here. 83.3% from the free throw line for this team, 20 of 24. That hasn't happened for them. So some good, just a spectacular game, wire to wire, offensively, something for them to build on. And we can't forget when we're talking about this, to play that kind of offense, you got to play really, really good defense on an Auburn team that's scored some points and a week ago beat Kentucky. Defense we can't leave out the defensive play they had, the way they guarded Kareem Canty, the way they guarded Simeon Bowers. Excellent game overall by Florida, by far their best game of the season.
Dorian Finney-Smith had 24 points, 2 blocks, a steal, 3 assists. He was all over the stat sheet tonight. How big was his game tonight?
It was really, really big, but and yet we're starting to expect this from him. He didn't get his double-double, but he had 3 double-doubles before that in 4 of the last 5 games. 26 points were his season high. At one point, he had made his first 7 shots, his first 3-point shots. He made his only free throw. So, again, Mike White talks all the time. Dorian Finney-Smith has to be an all-SEC player for the Gators, and he obviously showed up in that regard this game. He's a tone setter. I think he had 10 of the team's first 15 points at one point.
And the Gators also limited Kareem Canty to 12 points. He averaged 19.4 coming into this game. He had a stellar outing against Kentucky and Alabama last week. How big was that for the Gators to be able to limit him to that?
Yeah, this guy is a circus basketball player. He grew up in New York. He played on the streets of Harlem. The guy, he's in range as soon as he crosses half court, and Kentucky found that out last week when he hung 26 on them. He hung 25 on Alabama just 4 nights ago. So he was the guy that the Gators defensively X'd before the game. They just knew he was going to be in range whenever he was going to go find his shots. Now the thing about it is he never got into a rhythm. 6 of 15 from the floor. He's capable of taking a game over. What you never want to let him do is hit a couple really hard shots, and then all of a sudden they start to become easier shots for him because he's in a rhythm. He never got in that rhythm. That was a real big key for the Gators, because as he wasn't getting in a rhythm, the Gators offense was in a rhythm from the get-go, and it just separated and separated, and the lead grew and grew and grew. And I give Florida credit. I mean, they shot, as well as they shot in the first half, they shot 60% in the second half, so they built on what they did throughout the game and finished strong. It was, like I said, it was the best game of the season for them.
And that game did bring them to 5-2 in SEC play. They have Vanderbilt on Tuesday. We've talked about how they are trying to learn from wins rather than learn from losses. So what is the goal going forward into this week?
Well, let's just talk about the fact that this is the first 3-game winning streak in the conference since Billy Donovan's team last year opened the league season with 3 straight wins and then lost 3 in a row. So again, positives, that's what you look at. They put 3 wins together, one SEC road win along the way. But gosh, this upcoming week, they got to go to Vanderbilt, and that's been a house of horrors for a lot of Florida teams in the past. It's a very difficult place to play. After they play at Vanderbilt, then they're home against West Virginia, a top 10 team in this week's poll. So we're going to see if what the Gators have done offensively can travel to Nashville. I tell you what, they've played 7 SEC games thus far. They've made at least 9 3-pointers in 6 of those games, and they're shooting 40% from 3, and we did not see this coming. You didn't see it coming. I didn't see it coming. You all didn't see this coming. This team is shooting very well from long distance right now, and that can cure a lot of ills.
Well, the final score here tonight, 95-63, the Florida Gators over Auburn. For everything Florida men's basketball, stay tuned to FloridaGators.com.